Hi, this is Patrick from Ashes in the Sky, and you're listening to Honest Brutality. Hell yeah.
Created by the people. Created for the people. No holds barred. No punches pulled. Just honest brutality. I don't know what the fuck you guys are thinking, but you don't ever talk about my band again. What's this honest brutality shit anyway?
Honest brutality.
Hey, Big Sloppy, that's some metal right there.
I love it.
Huh? Fuck yeah.
Too bad we can't get guys like this on the show.
I know.
Right?
Welcome to Honest Brutality. This is Big Sloppy with Evil, with Camel Rebel.
What is
going on?
Woo.
What's up, bitches? Look, Skyping in today, all the way from New York, we have the band you're listening to right now. This is Ashes in the Sky. What's up, fellas?
What's going on?
How'd you guys like that intro, huh?
Oh, sick.
Was that metal enough?
Nice song choice.
You like that, huh?
I love that breakdown, dude.
So we got this, if you're not familiar, this Ashes in the Sky out in New York. They just dropped a new album called Relentless. And
it
I gotta
truly
say,
is.
it fucking
Yes.
is relentless, guys.
Love it.
Good job on that.
Hell yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Oh, believe
No,
me,
thank
you.
you.
We've been
Hey,
enjoying the
Jinx.
hell out of it.
Why don't you guys introduce yourselves to the listening audience?
All right. My name is Anthony, and I'm the lead guitarist.
I'm Dave. I do guitar and backup vocals. I'm Andrew. I'm the lead vocalist.
I'm Big Pat, and I play the drums in this band.
I'm Villani, and I'm the bassist.
And he's an asshole.
Oh, yeah. And so it begins.
Oh,
I
that's
love it.
so awesome.
Perfect.
Hey, wait a second. Did Dave introduce himself?
Yeah.
Okay, listen, Dave, thank God you're there. I was concerned because I saw you went on a camping trip and you didn't get eaten by bears, so that's good. we were worried, man.
King of meat.
The bear was a little afraid of me.
I was concerned. I saw you guys posted that.
Bothered me as it's young.
We saw that we were cracking up King of meat.
Yeah, what is the story behind that?
All right, what is the story behind it?
Oh,
What?
King Meat. Dave just likes to eat a lot of meat, so
Oh,
You're an asshole.
we thought he just liked handling his meat, but we weren't sure.
My number one insult is calling everyone a meathead.
he also likes boasting about his meat.
Boasting every-
Pretty much.
Hey, man, we've seen
guess
the
they're not
pictures
wrong.
on the internet. There's not much to boast about. We got you.
So you guys hit my radar here about, I don't know, what? It was a few months ago.
Oh, yeah.
I was cruising through doing what we do. We check out music as much as we can. We like to bring bands. It doesn't matter what the status of the band is. It just matters that the quality is there. In fact, we really like it when bands are kind of up and coming and getting out there and working it, because that gives us the opportunity to help expose them to our listeners and to the world at large. And I came across you guys, and it was an all-out stop. Okay, go over here, buy this, get it. As soon as the guys came around for a pre-show, we all sat around. I said, you got to hear this band. And now here we are. So you guys have a really killer style.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of comfortable. Like I've heard it or I'm familiar with it, but it's different.
Yeah.
So talk about your style a little bit. Tell me about it.
Aggressive.
It is, but it's also melodic.
Absolutely. We have a lot of different styles that we bring, just based on what we listened to growing up and like what we were exposed to. So what you're hearing is the compilation of what we all bring to the table and what we all have experienced and what we've listened to and what influences us. So it really just it kind of blends really nice, and it just makes it turn into what you hear on the record. No two songs on that record sound alike in any way. Like those songs could be written by different bands, but the beauty of it is that it all sounds like Ashes in the Sky. But no two songs by themselves, sound like one another, which is really nice.
It's what I enjoy is the fact I call it guitar metal because you guys are not afraid of a fucking lead, and I love to hear shred. That's my favorite. I came up with a school of Randy Rhoads, man, and
fuck yeah,
right, yeah, hell yeah. I mean that to me,
Andy's like one of my top 4.
Oh, is that right? Yeah, see, that was when I was younger. See, I'm 48, so take that for what it's worth. But Ozzy and Randy hit the stage. That's a big reason I'm into metal now.
Yeah,
and hearing that stuff, and it gets me excited when I see guys get out there and throw down some fucking lead, and I love it. You guys are doing a great job on it, man.
Thank you.
I really picked up a lot. Like when I first heard it, it kind of reminded me of the first time I heard City of Evil.
Oh wow,
that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, good call.
But I had the same feeling. That same like, man, this is heavy and it rocks, but it's melodic and it's and you guys are playing with the harmonies a bit, so that's killer.
Yeah, actually a lot.
And we try not to limit ourselves to kind of like one style,
We just do what we want. We just do what we like.
And it comes across that way too. Hey, who wrote the song "Empty Space"?
Oh yeah, I was just going to say something about that.
That would be Dave, our guitarist backup vocalist. He wrote a lot of it on guitar.
Did he write the lyrics on that?
Andrew wrote the lyrics.
Our singer wrote the lyrics.
Andrew.
Yo.
What was her name?
What'd she look like? Tell us.
Who's the one that broke your heart and made you write that song? That's what I want to know.
Actually, believe it or not, it's not about losing somebody. It's actually about what my life would be like if that person wasn't in it.
Okay.
Her name is Brienne. We've been together for 5 years, and one day it just kind of hit me that my life would suck if she wasn't in my life. So
I love it.
That's pretty cool, but you're kind of a big pussy. But that's okay.
No, you're not. No, you're not. The girl at the table says, no, you're not.
I'm just going to say, I actually really did enjoy that song, buddy. I'm just kidding you.
Yeah, you know what? I was going to say that too. Holy shit, man. Like, you can just feel the emotions coming through your vocals. It's spot on. It gave me goosebumps. I, hands down, loved that song. Bravo.
Thank you very much.
You are welcome.
A little fun fact about that song, actually, when we lost our original vocalist and we tried out Andrew, I was jamming that song just during, I guess, an intermission where we were like just hanging out, getting to know each other.
Yeah.
Aside from the audition. And as I started playing the riff, Andrew just stopped hanging out with everybody and came over and just started singing these words that were in his phone. And instantly, that's how we started writing it.
Wow.
That's cool. Actually a cool story.
Yeah.
I love that.
Well, that one, I got a question for the song Coward. That one kind of caught me off guard. I was listening to that and I thought, where did that come from? Where did Coward come from?
Believe it or not, back with when we had our other vocalist, we were shooting a TV show. It was a pilot for a TV show. I don't think it ever took off, but the whole challenge for that show was that bands, a bunch of bands came together and had to write an entire song in an hour.
Wow.
And basically that song was the song that we got together and wrote in an hour. So
that's rad. That's so awesome.
Wow.
That's impressive.
That actually sounds like it'd be kind of a cool show.
Right?
Yeah.
It would have been great. I don't know whatever happened to it, but yeah.
The concept behind it was actually really cool because what they wanted to do was kind of showcase more than less what it was like watching musicians come together and actually like piece together their art between 5 different people, or however many people are in the band.
Right.
So to get like to just sit there and I don't know. Usually the way we operate is we're very slow. So like we'll get together. We do it at like our own leisure time. So when we were like, oh fuck, we have to write a song in an hour. How are we going to do this?
Yeah.
Anthony was the one who kind of just like orchestrated it, made it happen as fast as he did.
Wow.
I don't think I've ever had a song come together in less than a month, to be honest, from top to bottom. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Believe it or not, a lot of people actually don't believe we wrote that in an hour, but it's on film, so.
Somewhere floating around
I'd
out
like
there.
I'd like to see that. If If you could ever find that, that would be a cool thing for you guys to put up on YouTube or something like that. That'd be neat to see.
Oh yeah, we would definitely try to find it then.
What was the show called?
Oh,
who's that band?
Something like that. Yeah.
Never heard of it. That's
we play that game. We play that game all the time on this show.
What it was, this guy, I believe his name was Joe. I don't remember how to pronounce his last name.
Most generic name ever.
Yeah. He wrote like an idea for a TV show where you go behind the scenes with the band and see what it's like for them to try to come together and write a song.
Right.
Catches, you have to write the song in an hour, and you have to try to write a quote unquote hit. So that was our hit.
Well, you say that, and we're listening to this album. There are several songs here.
Yeah.
I mean, several.
Yeah.
That you could hear on the radio.
Right.
Right now. I have no doubt in my mind. So you guys are unsigned right now. You guys, who are you working with trying to get a deal somewhere? What's going on with that, man?
No one. We do everything ourselves.
DIY.
So, because those are the cards we're handed.
Well, I mean,
it's the hand we got at the moment. I mean, we're in the process of getting our press kit put together and getting the CDs out to major labels and just seeing if it catches wind anywhere.
Awesome.
That was kind of my question.
It's kind of the point that we're at, just trying to get the album itself out there and kind of self promote. See how much headway we can generate on our own, and hopefully that'll be enough to get somebody's attention.
Would you say that you guys have been relentless going after all this?
Basically.
You're so dumb.
Well, I got to hand it to you guys, because a lot of times when you self-produce an album, you don't have a lot of money and the quality is just not there. This sounds like you spent, $100,000 on the damn album. The quality is that good.
Yep.
Oh, well, we didn't spend $100,000. It wasn't a cheap.
It wasn't pretty penny.
It paid off.
The production value is
fantastic.
It's slick.
Fantastic.
You guys do not sound like amateurish.
Not at all.
Band in any respect. I mean, your songwriting, your musicianship, your abilities as musicians.
Yep.
And
thank you.
The production value, and even the way that you chose to lay the tracks out, because sometimes I think that gets overlooked because of the modern world. A lot of people don't put a CD in or download an album and listen to it from beginning to end. Everything's on random. It's in their playlist.
The funny story about that was when we got the first cut of the masters, I was kind of just listening to it nonstop, and I had it on shuffle on my phone, and I just kept like switching up like what I want to hear next, until all of a sudden I just started listening to it in the same order the entire time.
Gotcha. Yeah.
That's how
so our bass player essentially came up with the
track order.
The track order.
Awesome.
So I guess we can't give him too much shit anymore.
But he's still an asshole.
Well, hey, your video for Torn Away as well is very well done.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, that turned out great.
That was actually, believe it or not, it was shot by one of our old bass players, and me and Anthony and Patrick's younger brother. He's the one who did all the filmography for that. It was a do-it-yourself kind of thing.
So now on that video, you guys have a sixth guy in there. Is that Andrew Nicolay?
Oh no, that's
hell no. That's actually our vocalist brother.
That's that's our vocalist, his brother actually.
Yeah.
He guest starred on the song, and obviously if we're gonna do a video, he's got to be in it too.
So does he pop in there a lot and work with you guys?
Oh, he does behind the scenes a lot, but just on the album, it's just that one song he's featured on.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's Tim?
Yes, that's Tim.
Yep.
Right. And he's definitely involved with a lot of the stuff that we do, that Andrew brings to the table.
Yeah, and the mix of the vocal styles was just amazing on that one.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. That was Andrew's idea.
Yeah, he loved it.
He's a very technical vocalist. He's very, very picky about the way things are done. Mm-hmm. And a lot of times when I get into the studio to do projects of my own, be it, with older bands or with the current band, he's usually always there when it's time to do vocal laydowns, because he hears things that I don't. And, he's actually pretty much more or less my vocal coach. He hears things that I do where he's like, well, it would sound maybe a little bit better if you tried it this way as opposed to that way. or just changing mouth shape or whatever,
or like just the melody of the line.
Melodies of the line and all that kind of stuff. So a lot of that, what you hear in that song specifically, came from him. So big kudos to him.
Except for the verses, Just Walked Away. We had video. Remember the video when you tried it one way, and I was like, "Wait, dude, try this." Mind blown.
Oh yeah. That's an error with that song, but it definitely came out to be, in its final form after a lot of trial and error and a lot of input from Tim, from the rest of the guys in the band, and it just worked out the way it was supposed to, for sure.
Right.
I remember when I came to practice and had to learn that song because I was absent from the band for like at least a week. I remember when I came to practice, one of the next practices that I was able to go to, they were like, "Oh yeah, we finished the song, by the way." And I was like, "All right, cool, let me learn it." Anthony starts fucking playing this shit. I was like, "Oh, okay, I guess I'm not."
Oh, that's awesome. So now Relentless dropped July 3rd. Are you guys going to do any kind of touring on it, or like what do you have coming up as far as getting the word out? We
definitely have some things in the works. We've all 5 of us have been getting in contact with a bunch of different promoters and venues outside of New York to try to do some weekend stuff because we all work full time essentially,
right?
So it's hard to try to like go out as long as we really want to. So we're just gonna try to do weekend stuff as much as we can.
That's all you can do, man. It's hard to do a full-time job on a part-time basis. We get it.
Yeah.
It happens on our end too, where we all work and do this as well. So
2 40-hour-a-week jobs.
Yeah,
exactly.
I guess the love and the passion that keeps it going, though.
That's the truth.
Absolutely, absolutely.
It's really unfortunate that you guys aren't out here on the West Coast so that we can see you play live. We would love to. We do.
Hopefully one day.
Oh yeah,
right.
Yeah,
that's why we're doing this, right?
We get a lot of that. We have some other bands that we've talked to from your area, from your region, and with same sentiment. We just love what they do, and we hope one day to see them on a major tour out here where we can easily go see them and shake their hand and congratulate them.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's the thing about New York too. There's a lot of good talent that comes out of New York, especially Long Island, where we're all from. It's the only issue with Long Island bands or New York bands is the scene is just gone,
non-existent.
It went from being one of the sickest scenes from like 2007, 2008 up until I want to say 2010, where everything just fucking died off.
Interesting.
So now it's just like every band that's out here, instead of working together to try to create the scene that it used to once be or should be, are also worried about who's going to be the next big thing. Who am I going to be jealous of? Who's this and that? And that's one thing we definitely try to look past because it's like we're all in it for the same reasons as everyone else.
Right.
Whether it be fucking like heartbreak, whether it be acceptance, whether it be just the general love of music. And there's a lot of bands on Long Island, as good as they are, don't see it the same way, which sucks because it damages the scene.
Yeah. So that's actually really shocking. What do you think, why do you think that the scene has died off? Like,
because
there's a lot of reasons.
I think, but not in the least.
We didn't hear that.
Yeah,
what was that?
Not in the least. What?
The cost of living. It's hard sometimes just to get out the shows because it's a little expensive.
Get closer to the mic, my man.
Is the distance between decent venues, right? In Long Island alone, there's probably a handful of good venues that bands really want to continue to play.
But even then, it also comes down to the genre of music too, because go out to a deathcore show or a hardcore show, and the place is packed from the stage all the way out to the back smoking section. Trying to promote a metal show, and it's who wants to see people shredding? Who wants to this fucking?
I do.
Yeah.
I
do. So you're saying that everybody's going to see the Attilas and Party Cannons, but not the.
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah, wow. That's a trip.
I would have thought it'd be the other way around. It really surprises me to hear that.
That is crazy.
Yeah, it's very weird because it's like I love breakdowns as much as the next guy, but we incorporate breakdowns.
Yeah, you got some gent in there a little bit here and there. I noticed. Yeah, why not? But looking around, it's funny you guys bring that to the table because we're hearing that all over the world. We talked to a band in Vienna, Austria last week called Black in Hell. Oh, they're badass.
Oh, they're amazing.
And they're telling us the same thing.
There is no scene.
There's no scene hardly. The people in France have told us the same thing. The people in England have told us that there are scenes, but it's kind of spread out. And then seeing it here in the U.S. as well.
Seems like the Midwest is where the scene is at for
really
that style
does.
of music.
It really does. And I think if you guys could get to the Midwest a little bit,
I think you'd kill.
Fucking blow up.
Kill.
You would actually blow up.
All the time. One of our biggest goals as far as being a band goes, we all talk about moving out of the state of New York together and like maybe going in on an apartment together, maybe a house or something, as long as we can pick up jobs to kind of cover the rent.
Right.
Yeah.
But we always, that's been a goal in the band since I first joined, because this band's been around a lot longer than Dave has joined. But it's something
Dave.
Dave, have spoken.
Third person, love it.
Well, yeah, we just spoke with some different artists from that region, and the Midwest seems to be a hot spot because a lot of the cities with the venues that get packed up are close together. So a band can literally go out on a week run and hit 6 clubs, 7 clubs,
That's actually like our buddies in Montana. Their scene, the way they go about things is, say one of the big bands, like Machine Head, for example. Say Machine Head was going out to Montana. They would try to sign up for that show, and whoever's putting the show together brings the music to Machine Head, and they handpick the band that they want to support the show,
Right.
And a lot of the times our buddies, they're called Engage the Unseen. A lot of times they end up being the band that gets to open up for a lot of these big bands. And just seeing half the videos or pictures alone, even when they did their own, because they just released a new album not too long ago called The Storm Is Coming. When they released their new album, just to see how many people were there to support that record was just, wow, I wish New York had that kind of following.
And that just blows my mind because you're in fucking New York.
Yeah.
The population is huge.
Right?
we share the sentiment.
That's a mind blower.
We're in one of the most densely populated areas probably in the country, just based on people per square mile. And it's really hard to get a draw to a local show, believe it or not, unless there's a huge headliner. People just don't go to local shows anymore.
Absolutely amazing. I'm glad to see, at least here on the West Coast, it's starting to pick up again a little bit.
It is.
Sacramento area, LA area is starting to pick up again. And I guess even up in Portland and Seattle is starting to pick up again. So it sounds to me, fellas, like you come to NorCal.
We're down.
I think you dig it.
Leave your sweaters at home.
Yeah, it's a hot one.
Hey, I'm going to throw you guys a curveball here. We're going to have a little fun with you. We goof off a little bit with a lot of the bands that come on. I'm going to ask you a question. You got to be totally honest here. You got to be serious. You ready?
All right.
Ready.
All right, I'm going to throw you under the fucking bus. Here we go. You're trapped on a desert island.
Okay.
Which band member do you eat first?
Wow.
Pat.
I love the fact you guys didn't even hesitate.
Right.
It's like, fuck it, Pat's gone.
So why? Why would you eat Pat?
Cool. I don't know. I think Dan.
He looks delicious.
Realistically, he's a drum machine. We'd have to literally program a robot.
Yeah, but we're stuck on a desert island.
Oh, wow.
We're stuck on a desert island, and we're, the band is, the last
Andrew's
thing on
starting to
our
sound
mind.
like he wants to go first.
I remember getting that question. It's not that exact question, but a question like that in like fucking high school or something, middle school. If you were stuck on a desert island, what would you bring with you to survive? My acoustic. Hear my electric. I don't know. The band might still be on my mind. Hey guys, people get a major tour on this island.
I bet you fuckers could sell out.
Play to all the fucking monkeys and the fucking coconuts.
Exactly.
Hey, if they'll listen, right?
I guess so. I hope.
We had somebody on last week. We were talking, and they were talking about some of the venues they play, and sometimes you're just playing to the bartenders. A lot of times,
All the time.
It's happened before.
Yeah, and we were talking about the important thing in that situation is you got to still bring your A game. You got to bring everything you have.
Still got to put on a show.
Absolutely. Even if you're just playing to the fucking rats and cockroaches, you got
Rats and the raptors and the dust bunnies. Yeah.
So bring on that island. Let's go.
Yeah.
Fucking put it on.
But the reason we got to that is we're talking about some of the bigger bands nowadays. It seems like they show up at a show
and walk through
the fucking set.
Yeah.
And you got people coming to the shows
that paid good money for a ticket.
Yeah.
Damn right.
Took time off.
And they're usually not cheap. and you just walk through a fucking show. If I just want to see you stand there and play, I'll buy the record. You know, I don't need to go to the show. So how are you guys? I mean, you guys play these shows all the time. I mean, you got to be drawing energy off something. How's that work for you guys? How you guys approach a live show?
More or less, it depends on the person, but I can't even count on my fingers and toes how many times I've walked off a set with like a rolled ankle or like a broken toe. You know, how many times have I walked off the stage at Revolution like I think I broke my fucking foot?
Or when he jumps almost every time. When Andrew jumps off his shit and then fucking slips. Jumps off some shit and brings my pedal board with him.
or Dave spins and almost takes out my eye with his headstock.
Actually, think of that. One time I kicked Andrew in the face before a breakdown.
Yes. He kicked right in the mouth right before a breakdown happened. It was hilarious.
I jumped off a riser with my guitar, almost fucking like Spartan Anthony.
Spartan.
Oh yeah, you ever see fucking 300?
Yeah, I got it. This is Sparta.
Stabs him. Oh yeah, Anthony almost got that. I played a deep Razorback too, so that would have hurt. Actually, I'm an old bass player. When he was in the band, we were playing this one show at Revolution. I fucking spun around before a breakdown, and my headstock stabbed him right in the arm. He had a dead arm. He had to play the bass with one arm.
This is metal. I'll kick the singer in the face.
To directly answer the question, we really just feed off of the music and how it makes us feel.
Yeah. Straight up.
A lot of times, you know, we have the conversation like it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks who's there because this is what we're doing it for us and for our own personal reasons.
And if someone happens to like grasp onto or feel the same way that we feel throughout that, then we greatly appreciate that.
Right.
Nice. Feed off it.
Yeah.
You know, we went and saw Lamb of God a couple months ago.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck yes.
Right? Exactly.
That's what we do.
They're one of my favorite bands.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well,
absolutely.
You're talking the evil one here. Yeah. That's all. He tries to make this Lamb of God podcast half the fucking time. It's almost impossible.
Hey, man, that's one of the greatest bands ever, dude.
They really are.
Yeah.
I'm not going to disagree. So anyway, we went and saw them, and Randy's up there encouraging everybody to get in the pit and go fucking nuts. So I get out there and get the shit kicked out of me, whatever. But I always think, motherfucking Randy, when was the last goddamn time you got in a pit, you old bastard? So I present that question to you guys. I know you're up there stirring, get the mosh pit going kind of shit. When was the last time you guys were actually in a pit?
Khan's always in the pit. Doesn't matter what
Every time he goes in, everyone just...
Yeah,
leaves.
The only problem when I go into a mosh pit is that nobody wants to play with me.
Yeah, he comes out basically crying, like, why won't they play with me?
Oh my gosh.
Even like sometimes during our own set, like if a breakdown's coming and no one's doing anything, I'll jump off the stage and just start kicking and punching people.
Yeah, I can't lie.
Oh, God.
He's one scary fucking dude.
I love that approach, man. You're not just a talker, you're a walker. I love it.
That's badass, man. That's funny shit. I'm going to go start this pit up. You guys wait for me.
I think the last pit that I've ever been in, because I haven't pitted in years, was a Whitechapel pit when they played with fucking The Devil Wears Prada.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Yeah, it was an odd genre show, but it actually made it really cool. It was Enter Shikari, Whitechapel, and The Devil Wears Prada.
Enter Shikari, really?
Interesting.
Nobody brings those guys up. I think I'm one of the only people that listens to them on our show. So
Enter Shikari?
Yeah. They're a trip. I dig them. What's that?
They're awesome. I've seen them like 4 times. 5 times.
Really? Put on a good live show?
Oh, absolutely. Actually, the last time I saw them, it was my girlfriend's birthday, and she couldn't make it to the show. And I ended up buying one of their vinyls and a regular album, which was The Flash Flood of Color.
Yep.
All signed it for her and said, "Happy birthday, sorry you couldn't be there."
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that's
I love that music video they have where they're anchormen and news guys.
Yeah, they're definitely a trip.
Yeah, they are.
So, but to see them play with Whitechapel was kind of like, what the hell is this?
Yeah, that's an odd mix.
That's so bizarre.
Yeah.
It's a great show, though. I can't lie.
That'd be like Kid Rock and Lamb of God. You know what I mean? It just doesn't make sense.
Kid Rock would get the shit kicked out of him.
Yeah. We could hope.
I like Kid Rock.
gosh.
Screw you guys.
So,
Oh, boy, baby.
That explains some things.
so Patrick, tell us a little bit about your art.
Oh, that's a surprising question. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of anime, and that inspires what I draw. I like drawing girls, so Yeah, something. Yeah,
Straight up honest.
being honest. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
we love it.
We were stalking you a little bit and saw some of your stuff, and actually we talked about it a little bit before the show. And I don't know if you've checked out any of our stuff, but we actually some of our cover art was done by Rob Kersey from Psychostick.
What?
Yeah.
We played with Psychostick.
Get out of here!
Awesome.
They hung out on our bus when we had because we used to bring a bus to our shows a lot.
Right.
Uh-huh.
One of the last times we brought our bus out, we actually played with Psychostick, and they hung out on the bus with us.
Well, that's
Awesome.
cool. Well,
I still have the T-shirt that they gave to our old bass player because right after the show, he was like, "Yeah, I don't really listen to them. Here, if you want it, you could have it."
Oh wow.
Score.
Yeah. So we were actually.
Oh, fuck yeah, fear the beard. And at that time, I had an epic beard.
So do you commission workout?
Ooh, to me, yeah, I do commissions. I'm actually just got paid for one literally 5 minutes ago. So,
Awesome.
I'm gonna work on it when I can. But yeah, I get paid to talk
Cool.
whenever I can.
Well,
every little here and then. Yeah,
we'll
helps
talk
out.
a little bit. Maybe we'll have you do something for us.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, drop me a message. I'll see what I can do.
That would be rad. And for the listening audience, why don't you go ahead and tell them where they can go on DeviantArt to find that, so you can get some people looking at your art there. It's beautiful. I love it.
Thank you. My actually, no, I changed my name. My username on DeviantArt is P Javino, PJAVINO. You type that in, that's where you can find me.
His voice, I love it.
This is the most
accent.
New York motherfucker
I
I've
know,
ever had the
right?
show right there.
I can't help but just have soprano flashbacks when you talk, man. It's awesome.
I love it.
It's like there's a gun hidden in his toilet, you know?
Yeah. No, absolutely. I absolutely love it. And I mean, there's the female body is just one of the most absolutely gorgeous things in this world.
Yeah, right?
And curvy,
I
curves, and I just love it. Loved it.
Is it warm in here?
It's getting
I don't know about you guys, man. It's
hot.
getting a little hot. Get a little hot here.
That's just me.
Especially looking at her saying it. Woo. Anyway.
We digress.
So yeah, it would be cool to have you guys, or to have you come up with something for us. So
Yeah, I'd be totally down for that. That'd be cool, man.
I want to ask you about your bus. You brought up the bus.
Yeah.
So we always ask, whenever this comes up, we always ask the artists if they have a name for their bus.
Yeah.
All right. The model of the bus, it was a transit bus. Transit bus that my little brother, he owns the bus, but it was a transit bus that he modified, put bunks in it, put some furniture in it. But the model of the bus is called Van Hool, so we nicknamed the bus, oddly enough,
Van Ghoul.
Van Ghoul.
See, there's always a
a story. Always a
That's
name.
called at the moment the Van Ghoul.
That's rad.
That's so awesome.
It's funny because Jimmy, who the guy who owns the bus, which is their younger brother, when we went out and bought the bus, we got it from Boston. We came back, we played a few shows with it, and every time we would play a show, Jimmy would always be like, "This fucking bus makes me so broke. Every fucking time we play a show, I end up broke." So he draws little comics of all of us. In one of the comics, I'm supposed to be wearing a bandana. It looks like a Santa hat, and I'm playing the acoustic guitar. And then he draws a picture of him with his wallet open and a fly flying out of the wallet. And the background is the bus with a smiley face laughing at him.
It's funny you say that. I don't know if you guys ever heard of a band called Anti-Mortem. They were on their first big tour with Holy Grail. And,
awesome.
Holy Grail was taking them out on the road. So they thought, hey, man, we'll buy an RV and we'll take that on the road. But what they didn't plan for was 4 miles to the gallon in that RV. And they actually had to drop out of the tour because they could not afford the gas to run the RV anymore.
That sucks.
Yeah, right?
Because that was a hell of a tour.
Holy Grail's the shit.
Oh, you talk about shredders. That's right along the same line as you guys. They're, fucking guitar guys.
Those guys are insane. That's a whole new breed of shred.
Yeah, they are good, man. We've seen them a couple times, and they always blow our mind.
Actually, one of their tours, I think like 3 years ago, that they announced, I commented on one of their posts on Instagram, and I tagged my buddy because he's huge into Holy Grail, and they actually tagged us back in it, and they're like, yeah, hell yeah. I mean, yeah, it was only hell yeah, but still cool.
Right?
Zoltan Bathory from Five Finger Death Punch tagged me in an Instagram post.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, because my girlfriend, when The Wrong Side of Heaven and The Righteous Side of Hell came out, the first volume,
Yeah.
She pre-ordered the deluxe edition for my birthday. It was like an early birthday present. So when I seen that Zoltan Bathory put the artwork on Instagram, I instantly commented on it saying that exact thing that I just told you guys.
Right.
And instantly I seen my phone light up and it said Zoltan Bathory tagged at Dave Lombardo. I was like, get the fuck out of here. I thought I was he's a keeper.
I hate to burst your bubble, but do you think it has something to do with the fact that you're named Dave Lombardo and maybe he got you?
Someone else?
Probably. But now that you make me think about it, that could actually be a possibility.
You just ruined his fucking memory.
I know. He just fucked up his whole day.
I've been trying to keep my hat on that one because I'm sure he's heard it to death.
Right.
Oh, every day.
Yeah. Well,
hey, the other day I ordered Domino's while I was at work, and the fucking driver comes to drop off my pasta bread bowl, and the guy goes, "Oh, so you're the Slayer fan?" I was like, "No, asshole. My name is Dave Lombardo."
And besides, it's former Slayer drummer Dave Lombardo.
Yeah, yeah. You're like,
I'm obsessed.
Yeah, you're totally in luck, dude, because he changed his name. His name is now ex-Slayer drummer. Your name is Dave Lombardo. You're good.
I'm straight. We're good.
Yeah. Golden. So let's go round table, and how about each of you guys tell us a little something that you want our listening audience and your listening audience to know about you. Just something, just give us a tidbit of like who you are as an individual, what you like to do on your off time when you're not doing your music and
when you're not shredding.
When you're not shredding, yeah. So let's go round table and
Go first. You go first. Why me?
Don't be a pussy, man up.
I don't do anything else. All right.
He's always shredding. That's why.
even when we're not like together and practicing, I still play guitar by myself, just practice. Obviously I work a job too, and
you fucking sleep a lot too.
Basically, that's basically it.
Takes a lot of energy to shred.
Yeah, it does. Sometimes it's never enough though, but you can only hope. You can only hope for that extra bit of energy, which never comes.
Coffee,
even coffee. It's like it gives just enough, but it just there's nothing.
I had about 18 ounces.
That just means that you need to take more naps in between.
Yeah, that's my method right now.
Okay, who's next?
On my off time, I used to smoke a lot of weed until I quit.
You don't know how many times we've heard that on this show.
Right? Love
but
it.
they never say they quit. So you're the first on that.
Yeah, so until I quit, now I drink and I write a lot of songs. Or not really like full songs, but I'll write a lot of riffs. I'll send them to Anthony and Andrew, be like, hey, what do you guys think of this? And then we'll start collaborating ideas. And so even when we're not we're outside of the band, we're still always inside of the band in some form or another.
Right.
But other than that, I bust my balls at Bobcat and I fucking write riffs and get drunk.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, who was this?
Dave. The second guitar player and backup vocals. And I spend a lot of time with my girlfriend because she lives with me.
Awesome.
Gotta add that in.
Yeah.
That way he'll be allowed back in the house now.
Yesterday, I knew she works every fucking weekend, but today, because Sundays are usually the only times her and I could really
do stuff,
spend the day together because we're both off from work. She covered someone else's shift. We were supposed to go to a gun show, so I was kind of like, all right, well, looks like I'm not going to the gun show today.
The Evil's putting on a gun show right now. He's wearing sleeveless.
The first time in my life, I'm not going sleeveless.
Even then, he doesn't have guns.
Yeah, right.
Okay, who's next?
Guns? They're just not so big.
He's showing the 22s, huh?
The 22s? Oh, you took the words right out of my mouth. Say that.
The 22s are the 4.
Maybe like a 25, actually.
Oh, come on. It's a 410 and you know it.
All right. I can't argue. You're right.
We know our guns over here, brother.
Yeah.
So who's next?
I guess that'd be me.
King Kong.
So I don't have a lot of spare time. I'm working 3 jobs. I work
Jesus.
The intellectually disabled during the week.
Awesome.
I'm a classroom teacher at a local company called IGHL. We do services for adults with disabilities. After that, I go right from there to the martial arts gym that I work at. I'm an instructor for the kids Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu program and the adult MMA program. And
he's a professional masturbator.
Yeah.
Nice. And then I'm sorry. Who was this?
Andrew.
Oh my God.
So for a hot minute, Andrew, I photographed MMA fights, local MMA fights.
Oh, wow.
And I got to tell you, that was so I do concerts as well. And I compare the MMA fights, like so Lamb of God, I just shot them, and I've done Korn and Rob Zombie and all of that, and I compare shooting MMA fights almost to the same adrenaline level as that, just because it's just intense, right? So I remember the first time this kid got knocked out, and so I'm right up at the fence, right, and he gets knocked out, and his head just goes right in front of me, and I'm like, oh my God, do I take a picture of this? I'm like, is this wrong to take pictures of this? But anyhow, it was pretty intense. It was funny because there was this one time where this guy was just getting hammered on in front of me, and so he gets walloped in the nose, and I see this drop of blood is just coming straight for me as I'm taking the pictures, and so I've got it in the photo itself. He's like, wham, and this drop of blood is just midair, and
that's pretty metal, by the way.
It was pretty intense. It was pretty intense. But so you're working with a lot of disabled people. Is that what you were saying?
Yeah, my full-time job. I'm a teacher for people with disabilities.
So you're doing a lot of that, and I feel like that's a huge passion to you, really, besides your music. So can you tell us how you got involved in that and why it's so important to you?
Really, it was when I came back from college. I got my bachelor's in phys ed, and when I came back home, I had just started dating the girl I was talking about before, and she works for the same company. And the house that she works at was having a Christmas party, and it was the first time that I had ever been around people with severe, profound disabilities, and their home setting, and I don't know, just hanging out with them, you kind of realize that they're people too, and they just want to be accepted like everybody else. And I don't know, I had a great time with them. I had some really good conversations with them, and pretty much a couple weeks later, I applied, and I worked in the residential part of it for a little while. And after I went back to school and got my master's degree in special ed, I transferred into one of the day programs, and now I work over there as a teacher, just kind of helping them with their ability to be more independent. So depending on how severe their disability is, they get specialized treatment. Like some of my guys are really, really smart, and they do a lot of academic work, math and English and all that other kind of stuff. Some of them are really good at reading and writing, and others, it's more like activities of daily living, like hygiene, great interactions with other people. So really I got into it because, of that one time where I got to actually hang out with them and really just kind of understand that, as much of a stigma that's on them, they're just people who want to do stuff that other people do.
Who are 9 times 10 smarter than us.
Yeah.
Right.
9 times out of 10 smarter.
No, I think that's absolutely amazing. So I had this friend who had this brother who had Down syndrome, and he lived in a home for disabled, and so they would take him to the casino. We have casinos here, and they would take him to the casino, and oh my gosh, just to watch their faces light up when they won a penny or whatever, they would just go crazy.
Yeah, whatever. That guy was counting cards.
It's just an
and he was hanging out with Tom Cruise. What the hell?
So anyhow, right on. Good for you. I like that.
Nice.
Did we get everybody? Did
No.
we go all the way around the table?
Got 2 people left.
Who we got? Patrick?
Yeah.
All right, Pat.
Drummer.
Not really, as you might tell, I'm not really a talkative person. I keep to myself often.
Sleeps.
Too often.
Sleeps.
Yeah.
Eat pizza with us.
Yeah, I draw, play drums, play video games when I have my free time. I work at a hardware store for for copyright reasons, I won't say the name. It doesn't matter really. And yeah, I'm just not a lot to me. I just like playing drums.
And you're good at it.
Yeah, you are. Amazing.
Yeah, thank you. Practice makes perfect.
He's like, yes, I am.
He is. no, don't be shy. You're a good damn drummer.
So, Patrick, did you get any training, or did you, or lessons rather? Did you play in school, or like where did your whole drumming career start?
Actually, I'm self-taught. I never had a single lesson.
Rad, dude.
What I did is I would go online, watch people play, or just whenever I see like a concert, I watch the drummer and I just learn techniques based off of what I see.
Yeah.
And then I listen to music, listen to the type of drums and all the fills, beats that drummers play, and then I just apply it to my own technique. Just, learning and observing.
That's awesome.
Pretty much like that. Yeah.
Hey, Patrick, who's your favorite or your biggest influence in drumming?
Ooh, that's a good question. I am a fan of Mike Portnoy's work.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a fan of his recent business decision to leave Dream Theater.
Yeah.
But he's a really, really phenomenal drummer.
Absolutely.
He's definitely the best out there. He can literally handle any type of genre. He'll fit right in like a glove.
Yep, that's true. Yeah. I think my all-time favorite was Jimmy Sullivan before he passed away. But
oh, the Rev, yeah, Mike Portnoy took over the drums for him on Nightmare.
Yep, that's right. Yep. And then he opened his mouth and screwed that all up.
Yeah, rest in peace of the Rev.
Yes, sir.
Who we got next? Who's next?
You got Villani.
The guy no one cares about.
Villani, hey.
Like Pat, I do tend to keep to myself a lot. I for a while I've worked on and off multiple jobs. I've pulled 100+ hour weeks of work in the past. Right now I just work overnights, so my days tend to be filled with me sitting around reading, writing music, listening to music, going to the gym. Not really sleeping all that much, considering I only get like 5 hours of sleep a day if I'm lucky.
Now you're going to fill that with listening to Honest Brutality podcast, aren't you?
I'm going to try.
Dude, you better.
It sounds to me that you guys are ready to fucking get rid of your day jobs and make this a living. What do you think?
Pretty much.
Oh, trust me. Absolutely, dude. Absolutely.
Absolutely, yeah. And you guys have the tools. Everything's there. It's just a matter of taking that next step. We got to get your name out there. We got to get people hearing your music. Right.
We're going to do what we can to pump you guys, make sure that you're in everybody's ear holes. You need to be.
We're going to push hard from our side. That's
awesome.
Yeah.
You guys need to stay the course too. Don't give up what you're doing. Don't give up on it. I know it gets tough out there.
Yeah.
We talk to a lot of artists that are up and coming artists, and you guys, in our mind, our opinion, are one of those acts that needs to be out there on the stage, doing what you do, selling tickets.
You're polished. Yeah. You're polished. Yeah. You're ready to roll. Yeah. Everything's there. Everything's in line.
Thank you so much.
It's good to hear.
What's next for you guys? What's the next big step? What do you plan on doing next?
We actually have a few things in the works. We've been writing a lot for our next record.
Already?
Yeah.
Damn. Wow. Okay.
Crank them out.
And we have a couple of music videos in mind as far as getting out of state to play shows.
Oh, cool. Right on. So, like, when you say out of state, you're still going East Coast, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, you never know. Can't hurt to ask. So, how do people find you guys? How do they connect with you? How do they get your music?
Well, right now the album, it's on like basically every music platform that distributes music: iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, Amazon. Like you name it.
Porn sites.
I bought mine from Google Play. I prefer to get stuff from there over iTunes. We deal a lot with iTunes, but I don't use any Mac stuff. So
yeah, Apple is one of those companies. But yeah, you could pretty much get the album
wherever you can get music.
Whatever, if you got a computer, you could get it.
Awesome.
Are you guys? And then what's your social media? Is that your main connection?
Our main connection right now is Facebook at the moment.
Okay.
You know, I know everyone's got Instagram, Twitter, and all that, but it's like Facebook is, we get messages, people, you know, post on our page, you know, we'll reply when we can.
Yeah.
That's basically our main method.
Even in person, really, a lot of people either came up to us and be like, hey, we just checked out you guys on YouTube or whatever the hell they heard one of our songs off of. Or we heard about you guys through our buddies in this band, our buddies in that band. Hopefully we could either see you one day or play with you guys one day. So a lot of it's also word of mouth, too.
Well, we like to play a song from our artists on the backside of the conversation. What song from Relentless would you like us to play?
Ooh. We're definitely going to have a lot of different opinions.
Yeah. Well, I'll make it as long as you want. I'll play the whole damn album if you let me.
That's your prerogative.
It's your material, sir.
Oh, shit.
I already have 2 songs in my mind. I'm like,
Torn Away, end of discussion.
No.
They just played that in the intro, though.
Yeah.
Not the whole thing.
Yeah, they played like the best part, though.
I would say
See what I did there? I stirred the pot.
It's all right. We always stir our own pot.
It happens.
Fight!
What are the 2 you were thinking of, Dave?
Enemy and Empty Space.
Well,
The only reason why I say Enemy, though, is because that's the one song that really hasn't gotten out there like that yet.
Yeah, it's the one song you especially really want that.
That's my favorite song.
I think that Enemy is definitely a good representation of what we do, like, as a whole. Okay. It's got a lot of harmonic parts in it. It's really, really aggressively driven, but it's got a really good message as well. It's kind of like, just overall, don't let yourself be, you know, an obstacle. It really, the whole thing is, don't be an obstacle to yourself over shit that's not supposed to happen.
I love that.
You know, don't get in the way of yourself achieving what you want to achieve.
Okay, so Enemy's in. We got that one.
Okay, so Enemy's in. I think Empty Space has been another song that resonates with a lot of people just because it's so different from what we've done in the past.
And it's just good.
So, and it's just good. Obviously, Torn Away is a lot different than what we've done in the past. But I think a good, a lot of the tracks on the CD actually are remakes of older tracks too. So
about 4 songs.
Like half of the album is actually old songs that we redid. Wow. So I think that maybe an old one that you may want to check out if you haven't already is What Makes a Man. I think that's probably the one that we took the most time with and really redid. More so than some of the other songs because of a lot of different elements that are new to the newer version of it, like the guitar skips and the all that kind of stuff, and just I don't know. I think that's another really good one too.
What makes a man? That was the name of your first effort that you recorded, right?
My first EP, yeah.
Yeah, the first EP we've done. Yeah.
Which oddly enough, that song didn't make the cut for that EP.
It ended up being
it ended up being on the second one, which is entitled "Here to Stay."
Interesting.
All right. Well, I will. I'll tag a couple songs on the back. We'll let you know what we're going to do with that. And in the meantime, what we want to do is encourage our listening audience to make sure that you check these guys out, buy their material, support them, go to Facebook, say hi, Honest Brutality style. You know what that means.
If you want to hit us up, go to our website, honestbrutality.com. We got all the information there. You want to contact us, you can call us, 530-962-0411. Leave any of your comments. Go see us on Facebook, see us on Twitter, Insta-Whore, whatever the hell you want to go on. We're there. Other than that, we got some fun stuff you need to do.
And whenever you're listening to the show on, please subscribe, rate, and review. We would much appreciate it.
It does help out.
Takes us a long way.
Every little bit. In the meantime, we were speaking with Ashes in the Sky. The entire band. We didn't get just one member. We got the entire band.
Yeah.
And I believe if they are so kind, they will do us the courtesy, Big Sloppy.
Oh, gentlemen.
Yes.
Listen.
Yes.
Whenever we have guests on, we ask one thing. I need you guys to give us honest brutality in your most metal fucking voice. Can you do that for us?
Absolutely.
All right. Whenever you're ready, let it ride, boys.
Honest brutality!
Holy shit.
I think awesome. I just shit a little. All right. Good job, guys.
It was amazing.
All right, guys. Hey, thanks for coming in and hanging out with us and having a good time. Appreciate it, guys.
Thanks for having us.
So much fun, HB.
Something where I can taste your kiss, where your hands caress my face. Take it for granted when it's here, and missed when it's gone. I'd give anything, anything, just to have you in my arms. Should've let the words leave my tongue. Should've never let you leave my love. I'll say anything to make you stay. But words won't fill this empty space. I feel myself drifting away. So little time, so much to say, but words are evasive, too timid to chase them. Then they're gone without a trace. The sands of time don't slow. The light always turns to dark. I was so careless with my heart. I should've let the words leave my tongue. I should've never let you leave my love. I'll say anything to make you stay. But words won't fill this empty space. Give me something to believe in. Give me something to believe in. Something to fill this empty space. I still can't say sweet nothing of the shifts in my spirit time, of the never-ending uphill battle towards epiphany and burning. What is my purpose? What am I fighting for? What am I fighting for? What is my purpose? What am I fighting for? What am I fighting for?
Hey, listen to Honest Brutality or break your fucking legs.